Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. My president, my main man, DJT, Mr. Time Traveler himself. What up, people? What up, people? Oh, man. Oh, man. Your political talking heads are currently having a conniption. You're going to have to bear with them as they pull this wedgie. They pull their panties out of that wedgie that it's in right now. Oh, this is too funny. I'm having too much fun with this. Will Chamberlain is currently having a conniption. I don't think Cernovich is too happy right now. And everybody is ready. I'm not gonna say everybody, but I just got off a couple of minutes watching Will Chamberlain's Periscope. Not Wilt, Will. And he's ready to he has said that Trump can't win the election. That speech Trump just gave is going to cost him the election next year. All is lost. It's time to put our chips on Pence. Yo, where do y'all get these people from? Yo, I'm just the new guy here and I'm just observing, and it's just like, damn, these are the people y'all gotta y'all gotta depend on for political opinions and feedback. I feel bad, white people. I feel bad, but Hotep Jesus has your back. I'm not gonna let them do this to our president. First of all, I just like to say, if you've ever tuned in to Hotep's Been Told You every Thursday, you would already know that I already said we ain't getting the wall. I've said this. I've said this plenty of times. A lot of people have put too much faith in Trump. They have said that or they perceive Trump to have more power than he actually has because he's commander in chief. This is a naive bunch to believe that Trump can just do whatever he wants without repercussions, without the man behind the curtain pulling some strings. I feel like one of the few smart people here. I know there's tons of us out there and most of you are brilliant. I believe I have a brilliant following. Somebody just said he pulled a high ground maneuver. I believe he pulled a high ground maneuver too. There are people right now not being paid. We saw what happened at LaGuardia Airport. And I think that it was a good move today. I think that was the right move to open the government up temporarily at day 35 and make sure people got paid. I don't understand how people can say that Trump is wrong and he should have held people ransom for the wall or not to look weak. That's what Will Chamberlain said. He said, this has nothing to do with the wall. This has everything to do with caving to the left. This is weakness. Not quite sure what he's talking about. I didn't see that. think this is great leadership. Get people paid. Buy us 3 weeks bargaining time. And then we'll reconvene in 3 weeks. Now let's see what happens in 3 weeks. If Trump is going to, what's it called? What's the, help me out here, people. What's it called? It's not an executive order, or is it an executive order? Where he can issue a state of emergency. Thank you. He still has that option in 3 weeks. I really don't see the tragedy others see in this speech. I see victory. I see victory for the American people. That's what I see. I'm still Trump. I'm still Trump trained. I'm still MAGA trained. Still Trump 2020. Anybody who's not still on the Trump train, anybody who got on the Trump train in the beginning and is now off, I would say is either practicing deception or they're ignorantly naive. Either you knew what you were going to get out of this administration, or you were hoping and a wishing for things you can't get out of this administration. Hotep Jesus had low expectations for a Trump presidency. Trump winning was the win. If you expected anything more, you're a fool. Trump in office is the win. Anything we get outside of that, it's just the cherry on top. It's just a bonus, people. Just be happy with that. What you're supposed to do is, when your guy's in office, that's when the people got to do the work. The people got to get behind the president. The people got to put pressure on the lawmakers. People don't put pressure on the lawmakers. People are putting pressure on other people on Twitter. Y'all are arguing on Twitter. That's what y'all do. Y'all not putting pressure on the lawmakers. Y'all not coming up with ideas for policies, etc., etc. That's right. Trump got people paid. He's a hero. He's a hero. To the people that haven't been paid for the past 35 days, they should say, thank you, Trump. You got me paid. You were the bigger man in this situation. You were the bigger man in this situation. The laws that govern us happen at the municipal, county, and state level. The federal, I think Trump's done a great job. He stopped the transgender thing from the military. He's working on the wall. Black community got some money out of it. How much did we get? Like 100 billion or something like that. Right? Somebody correct that number for me if I'm wrong. But he just issued an executive order to give black people money. I'm happy. I'm happy. Somebody said Hotep Jesus, Uncle Hotep 2024. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Somebody asked, can Trump do the State of the Union address now while the government is open? Excellent question. I guess we're going to have to see. I think it's hilarious that people allow their panties to show. What's up, Tiffany Reigns? Long time. I think it's funny that people let their panties show. They start complaining about a little tear in their pantyhose because they ain't get what they want from Trump. I think that speaks more about their intellect than it does Trump's strength. I believe it speaks more about their feeble support. I think it highlights their lack of loyalty to ride with the guy that they put in office. You got to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. No matter what Obama did, black people never hopped off that train. But Obama ain't do nothing for black people. A couple of programs. My Brother's Keeper was a good one. I'm going to say nothing, maybe. He did some stuff. But black people ride with him. Y'all got to ride with Donnie. Y'all got to ride with Donnie. Yes, it's a lack of their character. I believe what we need to do as the people is we need to turn the people that turn on Trump into a laughing stock. We need to turn them into a joke. We need to tune them off. We need to stop supporting these people because they are either deceiving us or they are too ignorant to lead us. Right? That's what this is. It's either one. I like to believe that they're too ignorant and naive to lead us. That's what I'd like to believe. Somebody said all the conservatives ditching Trump are as enslaved to the news cycle as people glued to CNN. Absolutely. Absolutely. Over here, Hotep Jesus is, just like Lisa said, we riding the MAGA train till the wheels fall off. We riding this thing whether we get a wall or not. It'd be nice to get a wall, but I don't think we getting one. I'm rooting for one, but I don't think we getting one. See, I don't get my hopes up like some of these fools. Now, either these people are playing emotional games with us, or they are actually privy. I'm sorry. Either these people are privy to what's going on and they're playing emotional games with us, or again, they're too dumb and naive to know what's really going on out here. Now, one thing I do love what Trump said today is he said Israel has a wall and it works. So to the people who say the wall doesn't work, I want you to ask Israel about how their wall is working. For the people who say that the wall is inhumane, I challenge you to challenge Israel on their wall. You won't. You won't. You won't. Some of you will say, oh, they're dealing with terrorists. So are we. People who cross our border and rape little girls and traffic women are terrorists. That's terrorist. And if you don't think so, you're inhumane. People who traffic drugs across our border with the permission of alphabet agencies that allow El Chapo to drop drugs off in the black community are terrorists. We need a wall. So again, I say to the people who say a wall is inhumane, have that same energy for Israel. Have that same energy for Israel. You won't. Why? I'm not going to answer that. You know why. Allow me to tell y'all once again that the win is Trump in office. His body in office is our win. Anything else is a bonus. His face on the screen, that irritates the left. Him being there and getting in the way is the win. Him negotiating with China is the win. Him negotiating with Korea is the win. Isn't China supposed to be forgiving some of our debt? Isn't our stock market looking great right now? Trump in office is the win. Now, outside of anything extreme, we need to have total 100% support and loyalty to our president. Why? Because we're not in those chambers when those doors closed. We don't know what's being said in those meetings. We're not there. We don't know what Trump has up his sleeve in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, I'd like to see the conclusions that people draw. In the meantime, I'm not drawing any conclusions. Whether Trump decides to declare a state of emergency in 3 weeks or he caves to the left, my support for Trump will not waver. Why? One, because I'm just a loyal person. Two, because I'm not a fool. Because I'm not a fool. Somebody said Trump doesn't need the wall. If he accomplished North Korea in trade, he's won. I agree. I'd like a wall. People think that Trump's presidency or his next presidential win is contingent upon a wall. And I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I don't think anybody can beat Trump. And I think we need to make sure that nobody does beat Trump in the next election. How long have I been talking? 17 minutes. I'll stay on here for another 11 minutes and share more thoughts. Any questions y'all got from me? YouTube, bless me with the super chat if you got questions or a shout out. Somebody said on YouTube, they said, have you heard Roger Stone today when he mentioned Marcus Garvey? I sure did. I sure did. Shout out to the Hotep Marcus Garvey. Somebody said Trump caved. Let's say he did. So what? What does that mean? Nobody can tell me what that means. People call him weak, but nobody can tell me what that means or how he's weak. You don't even know what happened today. All you know is that he reopened the government and gave three. And all we know definitively today is that Trump has delayed the shutdown by 3 weeks to get people paid. That's the only facts that were revealed today. Do you think shutdown was needed to re-energize this issue, or Trump was dumb to box himself into this? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. If he folds on the wall and folds on the next SCOTUS seat, thoughts? I don't care if he folds on the wall. I'd like to see a wall if we don't get it. Oh, well. If he folds on the next SCOTUS seat, oh, well. We got Kavanaugh, didn't we? Like I said, any win is a win. Take what you can get with this Trump presidency. Because if Trump wasn't in the president seat, you would get nothing. Stop being ungrateful. Somebody asked, does Deep State got any part of this? Oh, of course. Oh, of course. That's why I'll never blame Trump for nothing. Because at the end of the day, Deep State calls the final shots. Everybody want to blame Trump. Nobody want to blame the Democrats. Everybody want to blame Trump. Nobody want to blame the Republicans. It's hard being president. Hard being president. I'm on the Trump train. If you on the Trump train, type choo choo in the chat. Let me see how many of y'all are still on the Trump train. Type choo choo in the chat to let me know. I'm happy that kid Josh, Sam Eastman, still on the Trump train. I got to be honest with you. As a person who's just simply humane, I'm glad people got paid. Tron Hoddle, Seattle, still on the Trump train. Rez Nate, still on the Trump train. Fasten ATL, still on the Trump train. Who is this? Laura Butler, still on the Trump train. Devin, Satori, Internet Avatar. Somebody said no wall in 3 weeks. Pelosi has all the cards. Let's see. MD Thomas, Millie, Lee Raul, I guess is how you say that. C Philly, Butterfly, T-Bird, Paz, Matt, Blue Dragon, Lisa. See that? We all happy over here. We're all optimistic over here. Ain't no gloom and doom in Hotep world. In Hotep world, everything is optimistic and positive. Why? Because we curb our expectations. And when you understand that the future of the nation resides on our shoulders and not those crooks down in Capitol Hill, not those crooks that have their hands around Trump's neck. It is on us, we the people. If we stick together, if we stand behind Trump, we will win. If it was the left president, would they be talking about, oh, our president caved? Or no, they'd be making excuses for him. They'd be making excuses. If this was Obama, the left would be making excuses for him. Why are we not making excuses for our president? Why are we so ready to jump ship? Why are we playing these emotional games? We have to replace the panties in our drawers with boxer briefs. When did the right turn into a Gillette commercial? When did Mike turn into Cernovich? When did this happen? Follow Will Chamberlain. He said he's been off it for a while now. If you off the Trump train, why are you still talking about Trump? Go talk about something else. Go talk about fishing. Go talk about hunting. If you were on the Trump train and now off the Trump train, all your opinions don't matter anymore. You're nobody. You don't matter. We can't trust you. We either can't trust you because you're weak, or we can't trust you because you're a fool. Either way, pick one. Pick one. Why is it that we're so quick to jump off the Trump train and we still ain't lock up Hillary? Roger Stone got locked up. Why haven't we pressured the FBI to lock up Hillary? That's a mission I feel like should have been day one. Forget the wall. Lock Hillary up. Put her under investigation. Why hasn't this happened yet? We cannot continue to give a voice to people who go back on their decisions. We cannot allow ourselves to be led by people who can't make an educated vote. If you voted for somebody and you can't support them a few years later, maybe that means you don't know how to vote. Maybe that means you don't know how to think rationally. Maybe that means you don't have vision. Either way, we got to take your mic away from you. We can't allow you to be a leader in our community anymore. We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't allow ourselves to be led by people who only want to attack AOC. When he asked Trump about AOC, what'd he say? Who cares? It's a great leader. What did Ben Shapiro say? He agreed when Trump said that. What does Ben Shapiro do after? He continues the onslaught on AOC. The last thing we need to do is empower her. And we're allowing ourselves to be led by people who empower our enemies. It is on us. It is on the people that we prop up to be our leaders. We can't allow that to happen anymore. Somebody says, by the way, does this guy talking have a job? Do I have a job? I do have a job. My job is to tell the truth. That is my job. My job is to make sure that the people who follow me are not misled. My job is to make sure that we are not robbed of our very sacred culture. Somebody said, very articulate, but I'm delirious on Trump. Well, I'd love for you to expand on that point and tell me why I'm delirious on Trump. That's what I'd like to know. Well, how am I delirious on Trump? I'm not the one that voted for Trump. I didn't vote. I'm not the one that voted for Trump and then hopped off ship. That's delirious. That is delirious. He says, I drank the Trump Kool-Aid. Wrong. Trump voice. You don't even know why I like Trump. But I need you to check my YouTube account and do your research on why I like Trump, because why I like Trump ain't the same reason why everybody else that you follow likes Trump. Thank you, Feminina. She said, I'm realistic on Trump. That is correct. I'm realistic about all of this. Somebody said that Trump Kool-Aid tastes good. It sure do. Well, my time is up. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time.